YouTube, what's happening? Hey man, somebody left a comment on one of my shorts videos that I posted. Um, a short that I did about sampling, and I put this beat up there where I had made some little chops from samples that I found, and you know made a little beat out of it. And they seemed to really like the way I was breaking down the elements that I put into making the beat or whatever. And that presentation style. And they mentioned that they might like to see that in a longer form video. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to make one. So I just pulled up a beat that I made in this MPC. I probably made this beat about a year and a half ago or something. A little jazzy kind of a beat. It ain't nothing spectacular, but I thought I'd use it um, to do, one of these beat breakdowns or what have you. So I'll use it as the first one. So here we go. Um, the first thing I did was I chose a drum break. I love drum breaks. Um, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like tapping out drum patterns. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but I just love drum breaks because hey, it's played by a real drummer. You know, um, to me, it ain't nothing like a real drum set being played by a real drummer. I just really dig it. So anytime I can find a really dope drum break, I'll use it just like it is. To me, they sound good and it's just fun. I don't know. So I found a drum break that I had sampled, and I used that as the bottom, you know, beat. And this is what it sounds like. Hold on, right quick. Let me mute some of this stuff out because I got the drum break, a bass line, a piano, a sax, a harp sound, a synth lead sound, and then I have a guitar sound. It's the same guitar sound, but I made two different little um, guitar riffs. Um, and every sound in this beat also um, is not a sample. I played them, and they all come from a Casio keyboard that I've had for years. The only sound that's not part of this that didn't come out of this Casio is this lead sound. Let's see, right here, this synth lead. Um, it's the Odyssey plugin, and it's a preset called Complex. But everything else, um, the guitars, the harp, the sax, the piano, and the bass, they all come from my Casio keyboard. Um, well, technically, I guess you could say they are samples because what I did was I played the parts, but I sampled them and then put them on a pad. Um, but I tried to make the beat kind of sound like a sample or like it had some samples in it. I don't know if it really does or not, but I still thought it sounded kind of cool. But anyway, um, I started with the drum break, and the drum break sounds like this. All right, I love that drum break. Um, I like the way it kind of bounces. And so after that, I listened to that drum break for a little while, and so I decided I wanted to have like a bass line, but I wanted like an acoustic, like an upright sounding bass, like a jazz type bass. So I found one, a preset in my Casio keyboard, and I played this. I came with that. So then after that, I was like, well, I need some chords or something. So I found a piano preset um, in that keyboard, and then I played this part. You know what? I should play them separately. I played this. Just some simple little chords. Right? So I came with that. After that, I added this saxophone sound. Just real simple. Little melody. All right. After that, I added this harp sound. So I got those elements in there. Then I said, well, I want some guitar in there. And I actually play guitar. I was playing guitar probably over a decade before I ever tried to make a hip hop beat. Before I ever bought any kind of hip hop making equipment, I was a guitar player. So I've been playing guitar for a long time. Um, but this guitar is not me playing one of my actual guitars. It's an octave guitar preset. And, you know, octaves are used a lot in jazz music, you know, like Wes Montgomery. Um, and, you know, you hear octaves in other, I mean, you hear octaves in rock too. I mean, Jimi Hendrix used octaves. He was a Wes Montgomery fan. Um, but, you know, octaves are definitely used in jazz a lot. So I wanted something like that. So um, I made two different octave guitar riffs. And again, this is not my real guitar. This is just an octave guitar preset in my Casio keyboard. So here's the first one. So there's that one. And then I did another one, just kind of like a variation. Right? And then for some reason I thought it would be cool to have like a little lead synth moogish kind of a sound or whatever in there. I don't know why. Just because it's something that you might not hear in jazz. So um I just laid down this little synth lead melody line. And again, it's from the Odyssey plugin that came with my MPC, and it's a preset called Complex. And it sounds like this. It's kind of weird, but I thought it was kind of cool. So you start putting all these things together, I'll bring them all in, and that way you can hear kind of what I was going for. So let's start with the drum break. So I mean, that's pretty much it. You know. So yeah, like I said, I mean, it ain't nothing special, but I don't know. One day, it's just something that it just kind of came to me, and that's the way I broke it down. And like I said, every one of those sounds, except the drum break and the synth part, all come from a inexpensive Casio keyboard. So you know, use whatever you got. Whatever you have. I mean, I can afford lots of other stuff, but you know, I try to use what I got first, and you know, once I figured out how to use that, then and not to mention with all of the presets that are inside my MPC too. I mean, I got plenty of sounds to use. You know, and plus, I like I said, I play guitar. I have real guitars and amps. I have real electric bass. So I can add those things if I need to. I really don't need nothing else. I mean, especially now that I'm just getting back into trying to make music anyway. Because like I said, I quit for a long time, so I'm just trying to get back into just the groove of it, so to speak. So anyway, I don't mean to ramble. I hope this video wasn't too long. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like it, let me know. I can do some other videos like this. All right, peace.